So yeah, on PS2, you're allowed to set up cursor memory or menu memory or auto memory to on or off before you go onto this screen. Pick your difficulty. On PS2, you press the button and that's the start of time. Or on HD, it actually asks you one more time and reminds you that, hey, on HD, you're allowed to change your difficulty on config. So now I'm gonna go 3, 2, 1, start. Like that. So one reason I find Xbox comfy as well is like these buttons are kind of round. The fastest way to match text in Nocturne is to hold the top button here, triangle, and match the other two, A and B in this case. B and A on Super NES, or cross and circle on PlayStation controllers. Yeah, I like going like this. Probably don't even have to call your controller. Oh yeah, I gotta pick a name here. I think I'm just gonna be Funky Kong. Shoutouts to DD Remote. Funky. Look at this. You can't have a name this long on PS2. Gotta take advantage of that HD luxury. Funky mode unlocked. It generally doesn't matter how you answer most cutscenes for mashing, except for you know, the bigger moments in the story that can affect your ending. I don't have a fully technical understanding of how they work. I'll try to explain as I go. This is kind of like, mechanically it will be a normal Musubi tutorial, but I'm also going to show off some bonus boss fights in case you're, you know, want to run this game for a marathon and want to learn how. Generally, you won't have issues with needing extra experience. There isn't that much to talk about in the early game here. Well, now I finally have control of our main character, of Demi-Fiend, of MC, or Funky Kong in this case. Make sure to get this vending machine in the real world. You can obtain a mysterious drink. You can save a few text boxes if you pick the bottom option, but look how fast it is to mash through it, especially on HD. Don't worry about it. Gotta save those frames in an 8-hour run, you know. One small pain of running HD is that the process pauses when it's not tasked in. So you might want to write your own notes and print them out. Some may say running this game was already pay to win because of Rhino being better than Dante in small ways. But I don't think those differences are very relevant in a speedrun context. Well, except for the final boss, I guess. I already forgot about that. Oh hey, it's Kong. Wait a minute. Wait, no. What is Chunky's relation to Funky, actually? Does anybody know?
Hold up.
Chunky Kong.
Why don't you hand it?
So yeah, bit unfortunate if you want to run Nocturne and only have one monitor. You know, I should consider, could I run this game without notes? Anyway, you want to try to path well outside, because even though... Oops. Oh yeah, here's people you can talk to. You can talk to this guy about the Foreigner in Red, about Dante. This guy says he needs my pills. You gotta go to the farther door in the very top right. Anyway, so yeah, the clock is ticking, and you want to have good pathing by the time the part of the game starts. I'll explain why once we're there. Again, just kind of mash through everybody's dialogue. Usually takes a little bit longer on HD. I guess that's what we're here to test. What was I talking about before? Sometimes I may jump around to concepts before I finish fully explaining them. So if anything seems unexplained or unresolved, please try to pipe up chat. Anyway,
you should.
I was saying, yeah, this is gonna be kind of a tutorial-ish run. Try to cover extra marathon bosses. I think I was trying to finish the thought, like, they may be, you know, there may be security blankets to help with experience or money, but that's usually not an issue in a normal speedrun anyway. So it's like entirely like, oh, we're really ahead of schedule and need to kill time. Or, you know, maybe you, I don't know. I guess it's going to be helped to flex the other way for marathons. This is meant to be just for the knowledge. Marathon run minus the marathon. Again, I'm kind of hugging the walls closely here. Nocturne's a racing game. Gotta try to minimize steps. It's like okay to not be perfect, but like you may get a small benefit out of it.
I'm sure. I've already. Anyway.
Also, there's one more text box. Hold triangle to. Oh yeah, I kind of like claw the controller, like holding Y with a finger and then hitting A with my thumb. Oh yeah, hold triangle on here as well. It makes the text box down there like finish drawing faster. It's especially noticeable on PS3 where text boxes are kind of drawn one letter at a time, or they kind of fade in one letter at a time. Triangle, like, you know, makes that auto speed up. In HD, where you're allowed to remap the buttons, you can. It's like listed as specifically that function. It's like auto scroll, I think is what it's called.
Now.
Let me. Oh, I've heard.
Yeah, you could remap all these buttons. You could put one on a shoulder button, but then what will you do with camera?
You really.
Nocturne's camera is pretty interesting because it like kind of like slowly like equilibrium's back to forward pretty quickly, so you can like tap the camera to move like this kind of.
Anyway,
It's kind of like squiggle. That's kind of like how you get the perfect line. I also use a circle to swivel the camera behind me, Phantasy Star Online style. Also, you can mash circle, the outside button, mash the cancel button to hasten elevator scenes like that. Oh, there I go. I was like clawing the controller again. Oh yeah, and here's like again using right bumper to like curve the camera. Take the inside track pretty here. Yeah, into underground facility. Here we got Hikawa with 6 monitors, gaming keyboard, laid up keyboard.
Who? Hey, well. Though.
Playing League of Legends 1v5. 6 monitor is the esports feed with commentary. Doesn't matter what you say to this guy. Oh, it's Baphomet. Level 33, I believe.
stop.
Or 35. Baphomet actually gets summoned in the road.
What?
How?
Fine.
Well,
Oh. Come.
Okay. This tripwire is really weird. Usually tripwires that start cutscenes like this drop you off in the center of the hallway. So it's kind of better to just like run straight at them. Don't try to take the inside track. But this one drops you off exactly where you were.
Oh. But right.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot going on in the prologue of Nocturne. That's why I should have like rehearsed a better introductory statement. Oh yeah, one more elevator. Hold triangle, go from the bottom to the top of the menu, and mash that cancel button. There we go. 9 minutes in, it's cutscene time.
So. You. I doubt it. And to us. What me?
Sudden music shift.
Please.
Please, Funky.
Come.
Funky.
I know, but I need.
Alright. You get to put the controller down. Alright. Rest well together, you two. One sec. There we go. Just had to grab my notes again. I keep my notes open in Notepad in plain text, and if I scroll my mouse wheel over them, I can move them without making it the active process, so Nocturne will be able to keep going. A couple more cutscenes to mash through, then we can get to some gameplay.
Please.
Nocturne has a press turn system. If you hit your enemy's weakness, well, you get a number of turns on your side, on each side, first of all. Number of little demon heads. So if someone on your team takes an action, that spends it, and then it's your next character's turn. Oh yeah, got the horn on the back now too. So yeah, with press turns though, if you get a critical hit or hit an enemy weakness, you only consume half the turn. It starts flashing and then gets spent by your next character. You can also pass the turn to the next character and it becomes a flashing turn.
With it.
So you can't like farm extra weaknesses with whoever goes second, but like whoever goes first and third kinda buffs and debuffs are also really good in this game, so fighting the bosses can be puzzle-like. It's fun. Hang on, I'm gonna fix one more thing. Just want to be able to see my splits all the time. There we go. Okay, oh yeah, if you have like really good pathing, it'll be falling 2 out of 8 for time in the top left. Press confirm, bottom button for me to open the door. Here, there's kind of like a diagonal. You want to hit it like on this corner. It's kind of going like diagonal and to the right. So like trying to go straight isn't really a better angle, I've found.
Who's there?
On normal mode, you probably don't have to save here, but it's probably good to do so for a marathon just because it's, look, it's 14 minutes in after all those cutscenes. You want to stay on estimate, you know.
That last one's...
I think saving on HD is actually faster than PS2.
Next up.
Not sure about PS3, I haven't played that version of the game.
You know,
assist. We could. So for.
Alright, I plotted this earlier. I only got 5 save files on PS2. Well, now I've got 20. Oh yes, and talk more about the press turn system. The other fun of it is punishing as well. If you score a miss or you hit one of your enemy's nulls, then you lose a turn. And if an absorb or reflect is hit, then you just lose your entire turn. So the skill Analyze can actually be kind of good to have around if you've never played this game before. Or especially if you don't have a second monitor. Don't have notes. Well, I'll try to present this in such a way that you can do it without memorizing. Okay, oh yeah, you want to hold circle to strafe around. I should have showed that off in movement. So in this waist-high goop here, you got a movement penalty. However, I said how you can use the cancel button to like swivel the camera behind you, Phantasy Star Online style. If you hold that button, like your main character will like strafe walk, like always face forward. Oops, oh yeah, just press triangle. I'm just holding triangle to like mash through their dialogue and then forgot that I get a turn eventually. How do I fight these guys? You just press triangle and auto attack them. Even with auto memory, that's what will happen, because you haven't... Auto memory assumes everyone's default action is attack once a new team is in. Okay, on normal mode, you want to just level magic. Oh yeah, always accept the Quake from Marugare. Now if you didn't get healed, you can talk to that spirit there, who's a Dr. Dark, aka Dr. Dank. You want to fight this thing at full health, it can definitely kill you. See? Critical Feral Claw into an attack. Can't handle another one of those. Oh! Oh, dang. My CPU chopped a little bit there. Alright, so here we go. I just like to press right bumper to swing the camera, because that's like, you know, I don't think you move faster while going sideways while strafe walking. And look how slow you go through the goop without swimming. Here, I'll do it like halfway through the next tunnel and you can see what a difference it makes. Swimming. It was invented by Fuka Taba, so it's kind of called Fuka swimming. Then turn it off, turn it back on, turn it off, turn it back on. Okay, well, and that's how fast I was going on land. Once again, press triangle to win. Yeah, physical doesn't get good until very late into Nocturne, and there kind of like isn't a reason to if you're not doing the True Demon ending with all the Labyrinth of Amala stuff. That'll have to be a different tutorial. On PS2, all these stat names are one letter shorter, so like ST for strength, MA for magic, VI for vitality. It takes longer to mash through the all the battle reports leveling up on HD. I mean, those are my world record splits down there, but oh yeah, I want to go to the second floor. Okay, oh look what time it is, great. So it should be, you want to go, I like going over here first to recruit Pixie. Notice how the radar on the bottom right there is blue. That means monsters will never show up, or demons. Battles will never show up. So again, hold triangle to mash text, get talking to Pixie quick. It's rising 7/8. It's probably gonna be full. Yeah, it's already full. Okay, well, anyway, hold triangle. Start mashing. Oh, after winning this fight. So, I guess on PS2 I could have had auto memory on, but, or no. On HD I could have auto memory on, but I'm trying to do this tutorial as if it could be done on PS2. I'll just show off all the luxury skills that are possible because of HD though. So yeah, with menu memory, I can just hold triangle during main character's turn, during Funky Kong's turn, MC's turn. Oh, Kratos are still talking, they got an extra turn off me. press triangle during that. Then you can just mash confirms with Pixie to do Zio again. And hold triangle and start mashing before the lights come on even. And this is the same room Usami was in, you can just turn around and go out. Now go get the life stones. Oh look, I got an encounter right away, I'm full. Ah, no Willy though. I'm hoping to see Will-O-Wisp, who is a foul demon, won't want to talk. But during full Kagetsuchi, the highest phase of the moon at the center of the Vortex world, even Foul Clan may get confused and be able to talk with you. Maybe if I defeat these Kodamas, there'll be a new enemy appeared? Nope, unfortunate. Anyway, so I guess I get to show off how to get Will-O-Wisp the proper way. That's kind of a good thing. Well, even if I got him right now, I would just, like, dismiss and show the process. But for the sake of a speedrun, that's why you want to go get Pixie before going back to get the life stones. Even though, like, it takes a couple more steps, so, like, you consider it, like, an advanced technique, I guess. You know, you don't have to try to get Will-O-Wisp this early, but it's like, you might get lucky and it'll happen. Like, as you can see, it was already full o'clock when I came out of the Preda encounter room, so the only way I was going to get an encounter was a really swift one like that, only a few steps outside the room. Well, here's Will-O-Wisp. Will-O-Wisp is weak to all magic, so target something else with Pixie's Zio. There you go. Will-O-Wisp has resist physical as well, so it will usually take the effort of both of you beating it. Only 10 HP though. Okay, nice. I'm level 4. Oh, Mario, I can give you stat ups sometimes, but that's not what I got. On PS2 there'll be like a little pink flash on the edges of the screen, but it does make that same sound, so I guess rely on that as your cue that you got a single heal. It's pretty rare to get a full party heal. The only place where you would in the speedrun realistically is when leveling up with Hifumi ingested. Make sure to get the revival bead in that room. It doesn't have a specific use in normal, even versus Trumpeter, where you revive a demon to be bait for Holy Melody. You'll have Recarm on Mikami by that point, so you'll have access to it on a demon even if you somehow had 0 revival beads in inventory. Another thing that can happen here, actually, for recruiting Will-O-Wisp, by the way, is sometimes if monsters are on low HP, they'll beg for mercy after being attacked and may offer to join you or give you an item. Excuse me. In the case of Will-O-Wisp, though, you can analyze it when it's at 2 HP. Not happening there. Here, I'll do it once just to show what it looks like. So it's at 2 out of 10 HP, right? So less than 20% or less. Oh, but now with Death Touch it's at 3. There's no way I can do only 2 damage to it, so... Works better if you can somehow sit there and whittle them down until they run out of MP and can't use Death Touch anymore. It's kind of like your desperation, like... It will work eventually, but it's not as good as what the speedrun wants to do. I'll show like the plan A for getting Will-O-Wisp. You could say like the early encounter thing I did of like talking to Pixie first instead of going for the life stones first. And then Pixie. It's like less pathing, I think, to not go in and out of that room twice. Anyway, you go left here to open this one-way door shortcut back to where we started, where the terminal room is. I haven't recruited Kodama yet. Okay, here we go. Fun fact, recruits are coded to be 100% in your favor before you've defeated Fornius. So for that reason, I'm going to eliminate these Will-O-Wisps and 1 Kodama. Oh, no, maybe not. No. Oh. Okay, there we go. Generally you want to get demons down to 1 before you talk to them, because sometimes other demons will interfere and end your whole turn. Might show what that looks like some other time. Probably upstairs when I'm trying to recruit more dangerous things. Okay. Kodama has joined. That's good. Because you should have Kodama by now. It's very weird that I don't. I gotta save first. It should be, yeah, it should be Rising 6 or Rising 5 before you go in here. I was about to get an encounter and I almost wanted it, but there's like no reason to, really. So yeah, you want to save when you get here. Rising 6 is great. In fact, I find Rising 5 can be a little tricky because that's like a little bit farther away. The goal is to get an encounter right when it's like full o'clock. Oh, the radar, went from just orange to encounter. Silly HD. It's always like that. I'm just zigzagging over here to this heal spot. Because Pixie has 0 MP. There we go. Okay, the radar's still yellow. Okay, this might work though for the load. Let's see. Yeah, so it became Falling 7, so I'm just gonna load my save game here. So about the encounter radar, unfortunately it's kind of bugged on HD and is like delayed. The information, like, I don't quite know what people mean. It's like delayed isn't even the word people use. They just say the encounter radar lags. Like if I stood still, it might start changing may change from orange to red if it's close to rolling over. Oh, kind of like that. Okay. I think I have to take this encounter. Wait, that's not how this works. So anyway, in Nocturne, after an encounter or after walking out of a terminal room, this is when it re-rolls how many steps it will take until your next encounter. So I didn't get an encounter, so let's try walking out right away. Oh, that's a little too spicy. I could try winning it? No, I think I'll just retreat. Well, I'll still heal. You know, the next encounter also might be spicy. Might come to us very quickly. I also feel like the encounter radar, like, flashes brighter on PS2. Here we go, encounter on full. Oh, no Will-O-Wisp, so just time to attack. New enemy appeared, could be Will-O-Wisp. It is. So I want to get rid of, want to keep both Will-O-Wisps around. They kind of just throw out like a 50-50 trivia question at you. It doesn't actually matter what you say. Main thing they're gonna go just roar at you. Pixie has Seduce, you can use that to talk as well. So you want to pass with Kodama, talk, and then Seduce. Just press right on the D-pad. Whoa-wee! Edged up to you. Great! So yeah, that's the hard part of Nocturne speedrunning, pretty much. Just waiting for Will-O-Wisp to cooperate. On hard mode, it could be worth going back and saving, because like I said earlier, Will-O-Wisp is weak to all forms of magic. And that can be dangerous, but on normal mode, it's like just fine. It's only bad on hard mode, because on hard mode you take double damage. Be sure to get that cube. There's 2 chakra drops in it. Those are your ethers. Your, or your ethers, depending if you play Final Fantasy or Pokemon. Restore uses of your special moves. You want to use Willy in encounters on normal mode runs if you can, to get Willy to level 3, because you also want to get Willy in for that 150 experience from Fornius, the first boss. Want to go? I've called this place the roof in my notes, but it says Annex 1F. On PS2, everything's just kind of like covered in N64 fog. It's just like very blue and white and surreal. But on HD, it's like, oh, it's actually just like a courtyard surrounded by water with ladder access from underneath. That's what it actually is. You know, it didn't really sink in what underground facility means, I guess. So yeah, Prada's also weak to all forms of magic. Willy's a kind of a physical attacker, at least until level 2, when it'll learn Zon. Similar to the name of the wind-based attack in Phantasy Star on the Sega Genesis as well. Okay, magic up for Will-O-Wisp. Great. So in this area, you don't have to go upstairs into the annex, the little garden there. I like to, though, because I like to hit level 5 before Fornius, which is, you can't recruit or fuse demons that are a higher level than your main character. You need to be level 5 to be able to talk to Huapo and recruit her. You need to be level 4 for Shikigami, and Shikigami can appear in that basement hallway as well. I'm gonna take this encounter out here first, then go in the heal room. Okay, I just became level 5. I think I will try to recruit Huapo instead. I'll get rid of one of these things. Maybe Shikigami will try to interrupt me. We'll see what happens. Huapo is like very fickle. I really like recruiting her before Fornius. But sometimes, like, maybe you didn't get many encounters. Maybe you ran from everything. So you could be level 4 and need to reach level 5 by defeating Fornius. I could summon Huapo right now. Actually, yeah, normal. I should. I don't need... Pixie doesn't need to participate in battles. I do, however, still need to recruit Shikigami. And want more experience on Will-O-Wisp. Okay, this is kind of spooky. Okay, nice. Wait, why am I fighting them? Why am I fighting them? I don't need experience. I just need Shikigami. Sorry, my last speedrun was of hard mode. So I have a little bit of the bloodthirsty mentality, I guess. I don't need to level anybody up. Kodama can learn Dia if it levels up. But that's really just not necessary. If Will-O-Wisp was already level 3, I would have Ribarama, but I don't think I'd want to do that on normal mode. Maybe if it's taking a long time. Oh, there we go. Shikigami have appeared. Oh. So that's why I took Pixie out. Pixie gets traded away right away at Yoyogi Park. Let's talk to Shikigami. Oh, nice. It's working. Hand over 1 life stone. Okay, great. That's why you get the life stones at the 2nd floor, by the way. Okay, now that I have Shikigami, I can fight Fornius immediately. You want to hide Will-O-Wisp. Fornius will attack with ice magic, which Will-O-Wisp is vulnerable to, and will cause Fornius to take more turns. Huapo is also weak to ice. You kind of want experience on Huapo, but she'll probably get enough. I don't think you'll be able to prevent Huapo from... because your other goal is to get MC to level 13. I think it'd be very hard to do that without getting Huapo to level 9. Anyway, so Fornius also weak to Elect. Just pass with Kodama and do Zio with all your demons. If Fornius gets shocked, you get to press triangle. Just let them all wail on him. You can attack with Pixie or heal. I like to attack. Oh wow, dodged. Okay, well, you can also press square to tell your demons to pass, by the way. Tell any character to pass. Oh, oops. That crit kind of bamboozled me. Yeah, with Shock Procs I might be a little too deep on damage. You'll see Fornius like slump when he's at 25% or less HP. Okay, that's what Shock looks like. This will make all your basic attacks crit, so you can just press triangle, watch the carnage. When Fornius is this low, yeah. I've seen him do Icy Death without slumping, but it's at this point. I can probably get away with 1 Zio from Shikigami. Need to summon Willy over Pixie or Kodama. It's easier to finish off by swapping Kodama, but again, Pixie just does not need experience. Needle Rush is a physical skill that'll do slightly more damage, but you're better off passing to Shikigami. Another Needle Rush. Nice. Good job, Will-O-Wisp. And there's our first split after I do all this. You'll get life bonus from Maragare for 10% more max HP. Kodama learns Dia, that's nice for having, you know, a little blood bank for the road. Willy will need 30 more experience. You kind of need Willy to be level 4 to have enough. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? You can talk to this soul before beating Fornius. You really beat Fornius? On PS2, he'll give you 850 Maka, and on HD, he gives you 750 Maka. That seems to be the current hypothesis that's holding up. I have a separate split for Leave SMC, because, On some categories, you might have to like grind more in here, or if you want to go back and talk to the guy, you can heal in the heal room over there. You don't need to though. You can make it to Yoyogi Park and heal there. Open these cubes on the way out. Oh, and remember to ingest Wadatsumi first chance you get. Oh, Japan PS2 version was $7.50 as well. Oh, amazing. It's just like NA only. Anyway, don't really need a separate split there. Just need to figure out optimal time to put down the controller. Probably here, actually. I'll just be right back as fast as I can. Speedrun! Okay, you feel the presence of something. More dialogue to mash through. Hold triangle, flick the other two. Anyway, you actually don't really need that money. It's a nice bonus though. I'll prove that you don't need it with this run. I'll show you how and where. Like, you can sell beads for 250 each, which is not a lot, but like, that's what I mean. 750 or 850. Doesn't even matter, yeah.
So this man. Oh.
That's where you'd see Raido, but sticking with what is possible on PS2. Oh wait, this goofy music is not possible on PS2 either. Wait, didn't Willie just learn Death Touch? Oh, not yet. 3 TNL. TNL means 2 next level. Experience needed to level up. I keep calling it TNL for short. I don't quite know where the term came from. I'm gonna go in here before I get the encounter. So here, best of all, you get to mash. Pixie's like, yay, we're home in Yoyogi Park. Good riddance. But she gives you the Magatama Onk in return, which we can get earlier than normally possible. Will be very helpful early on. So if Pixie actually isn't in my active party, so I don't have to open the menu to quickly summon Demon. It's another reason to just kick her out before Fornius. But Pixie's arrived here. Oh, I should have used Ribarama actually, but now it's Rising 1. Dang. Hopefully I can, you know, get this recruit in only a few encounters. The Pixies here don't give very good experience, but they do give nice drops. Shikigami has a talk skill called Beseech. So Shikigami can do the talking for you as well. Oh, well, she did heal me. That actually saved me, like, some pennies. Let's have tea sometime. The Pixies only give 2 experience each.
Welcome.
This is still my best chance to level up Will-O-Wisp. Will-O-Wisp is not very good at fighting in most situations. Well, this is unfortunate. Forgot to use Ribarama. Ribarama would triple encounter rate until the next new o'clock. Ah, that repelled a lek. Nice, Shikigami. When it comes to demon recruiting, just kind of agree to all their demands. And if you get a trivia question, there are no tricks. It's just 50%. The game already decided before you picked an answer. Just mash. Give it some time. Alright, we got Pixie the Fairy. If I hurry, I'd make it to Shibuya at... yeah, I'd make it after half. I want to get there at a Rising 6 or Rising 7, usually. But it takes about 3 or 4 moon cycles to go around the lake. Oh wait, Kodama doesn't need experience anymore. My new Pixie does. Well, there's the 5 I needed on Willy. Perfect. Okay, so now this is our party for, well, the next really long time. Alright, so time passes faster outdoors on the Vortex world. That glowing panel and display down there indicates which side of the sphere we're walking on currently. So what you can do is you could call it encounter canceling, I guess. Like, just... I'm gonna be a little skittish about doing it on HD due to the delayed encounter radar, but I'm just gonna duck into Shibuya here. You only have to watch this little camera pan once. Let me just go back outside, where time scrolls faster, without getting encounters. Couple reasons you want to go in here so late. Not for any mystical chests, although there is an optional one that I could just go get on the way in. In fact, I may do that just to show that off. It's actually a decent safety strategy now that I think about it. Let me go in at, like at 5. Super early here. When we're done doing our chores in Shibuya, we want to go into the Yamala network around noon o'clock at the earliest, or rising 3/8 at the latest. Just to get a beat chain on the way there in time. I don't even know if it's necessary anymore, but... yeah, it's mainly to set up that. There's a mystical chest in the Yamala network. It's a bit of a detour. Actually, I think you do need it in normal mode. So yeah, these are the demons I'm going to be grinding with. Need Pixie to learn Rakunda at level 4, and Shikigami to learn Sukunda at level 6. And we also need to learn those 2 new skills on our main character. We gotta learn Ice Breath from Wadatsumi, and we gotta learn Dia from Onk. Okay. I think I'm going to use Riberama here. I'm very low on experience. It's going to be a lot of fighting, but there's a lot of different encounters in Shibuya. So Huapo will always use Rakukaja when going first. Kodama's weak to fire, so you want to take that turn for free. I like to pass Pixie's turn, because she's only level 2, her damage is so much lower. You can pester Huapo with Huapo and they'll go away. It's called Plead in HD. There's a Nikomata you can fight over there on the door on the right, but it only gives 20 experience and you don't need the Aquamarine. You need to get 3 Aquamarines to get a bead chain, and there's no reliable source for a third one. You might get one as like a super rare pester from an element in a Mala network. These slimes have resist physical but take double damage from all forms of magic and something like 2.5 from fire. Oh, there's halfway mark for Shikigami. I present this as a gift. Thanks, Shikigami. Alright, so that amethyst you can trade in at Rag's jewelry shop in Ginza for a Soma droplet. And that can actually come in handy versus Matador as a way to heal Huapo. If, well, I'll talk about that more later as it draws closer, but you may have to restore Huapo's MP, but also need to heal her. So that that can be a bit of efficiency there and like a safety measure. Matador is not like a guaranteed fight. Neither is Dante really, but we got strats that should make them as comfy as possible. Basically, the more I've done them, the better they worked. That's like the best way I can describe it. Go into Club Inferno for the Chunky Kong scene. I like having splits for Enter a Mall and Network. Usually there's no recruiting required, though.
How should... Whether... What has... He's so... There... I want to get...
I almost always use Ribarama and Shibuya at full o'clock. There's a Nekomata in here you can fight, you pretty much don't need to on normal any percent. Normal TDE, I think I have a reason to, but I can't remember it right now. Oh yeah, Mario is probably the most annoying / dangerous encounter here. The death touch is not so bad on normal mode. I should have used Ice Breath with Funky Kong there. You know, finally cashing in on all those points of magic I've been sinking in, you know. I find that Shikigami's MP doesn't get used very much here, so I would say try your hardest to... Oh right, I haven't learned Ice Breath yet. I have 3 TNL. Okay, I don't feel so bad. Shock on Slimes almost isn't worth it. There we go, level 7. Keep going on magic. Normal mode is not dangerous. Wadatsumi fully recovered me. Cool. You don't have to switch to Ankh right away. Wadatsumi gives you +3 magic. Ankh gives you +1 magic and +4 Vit. You don't need the Vit though. Trust. Want that higher magic so that Ice Breath does more damage. I'm very far away from leveling up. I won't overshoot it. Don't gotta worry about it. Oh! Pretty good clear for the first turn though. Oh! Missed. Oh, new enemy appeared. Gonna spread around the damage here. Make Ice Breath more efficient. Not bad. Gotta try to manage MP here. I'm still a bit of a ways away from completion here. Oh, here we go. Oh, Pixie graduated. That's the most Pixie ever needs to level up in normal. But unfortunately she will keep leveling up. Oh. Maybe get a turn off this Ice Breath. Dang. Oh. Oh. I may have one revival bead, but I still don't want to use it, just in case it's ever needed. It's still possible to lose demons in Assembly of Nihilo. Oh, MC is close to leveling. I gotta switch to Ankh. Would hate to get the proverbial egg on my face there. Use Kodama to heal from the bench. Make sure to stop in this room. There's 1000 Maka. You also just gotta kill time in Shibuya anyway, so this is the ideal place to do it. Oh yeah, you can pester Datsueba if you're close enough to your experienced targets. In fact, I think I will do that, just because I will look so brilliant if I get that chakra pot. bleed. There we go. That's why Ba is like a, you know, a loving granny to the very tiny Wapo. She's like half the size of Hypixie. No, wait. She's like half the size of Apsaris. You know what I mean. She's sympathetic to the cause. Usually donates a chakra pot. I didn't get it though. Oh yeah, you want to turn on auto during enemy turns because it trims the time between each character's actions a little bit. Sometimes. It seems to be like only for certain moves. But that's how it's supposed to work. Oh man, I was hoping Ice Breath would go around that one. Perfect. Okay. Got a frozen one. Can farm criticals from that one too. Rakukaja put in work, I guess. Shikigami is weak to fire. I gotta watch out for that. Oh. Rakukaja is a big deal, apparently. Surprised how long this is taking. New enemy up your head! Alright, let's actually isolate here. How much does Ice Breath do with Onk? No, it's not that good. Oh well. Actually, one down is pretty good. Oh no, Toxic Sting! Your physicals are only half as strong. Oh, everybody leveled up. Great. Keep going on magic. Oh, MCS. Dia. Great. Always listen to your demons. They'll always give you something. Okay. I'm going to march with not Shikigami out to save money on healing. Okay, I gotta endure one more cycle of Riberama. Perfect. I got all my leveling done, and I actually like don't want to overshoot too badly. You can learn Berserk at level 10 for memes if you don't overlevel. That's like a good habit to get into if you want to run normal True Demon ending though. Okay, so order. On normal you don't have to go heal. You can make it to the heal room in Amala Network now that we don't have to fight anymore. So sell the Soma. You got this from one of the vending machines in the original world, and that's where the Sacred Water came from too, by the way. So buy both of these Magatama. They're so nice and cheap on normal mode. You can buy some status carrying stuff. My favorite is Disstun. On normal mode, you can definitely afford 4 of those. Dispoison you probably don't need, but just for the sake of pure gravy, I'll just get 2 more anyway. Don't worry about revival beads. Like I said, the one you got is probably enough. And you have to go into this Cathedral of Shadows because it's a plot trigger, or else the terminal won't work for entering the Amala Network. Just think of it as like a cutscene you have to watch. It's like a tutorial that shows how big the stacks of the Cathedral of Shadows are. How do they fit one of these into this building? And like, this is a mall in Shibuya, dude. Anyway, nothing to fuse into. And look at that, it's like Rising 2, perfect. Like I said, the latest you can go in here is Rising 3.
It's you.
The notes that I learned from said enter it new. And over time I was like, oh, I'm here way too early. But I'm gonna have good pathing. So maybe the so-called safety amethyst is less safe if you don't trust you can find your directions around Shibuya well enough.
So,
hang on. Actually, I'm gonna save Fujiri.
tell me when.
It's not likely. Maybe a back attack would get me because I haven't healed yet. It would be a terrible loss if I did wipe out. Or had like multiple... No, wait. I could make it to... Okay, I just saved. Whoops. Don't need to go in here. And to hold triangle to talk. There we go.
All but.
Let's see, 10 minutes behind. How much is HD's fault? I don't know. It's kind of like HD Shiner's fault a little bit too, for having to bound away due to big infusion of caffeine. Nice.
Hey, can you hear me now?
Once you're in a Mala network, you can't turn back. Perhaps it is worth to save before going in, but you should not be in any danger, even if, like me, you haven't healed yet. So the path through here is left, right. You can make sure to get this Dis Stone, because the first Eligor in Assembly of Nihilo summons some DCer who can use Stone Gaze. You don't want Minakata getting stoned on the job. You want to be able to cure that. It's pretty much the only place where it'll come up. But it's good to have an out for that. Look at that, it only takes a few seconds. Will be a worthy insurance to get, I'll put it that way. If you go left, there's a bead over there, but you don't need beads in normal mode routes because you get humongous magic. You can heal like a super mega wizard. It's like Diorama this early in the game because every single point has gone into magic. It's wonderful. You don't need bead. Functionally, MC does the same thing with 3 MP, and that grows back. Okay, finally, an element. So you want to pester them. Only thing you gotta watch out for is you may ask for a chakra drop, but not very often. I can afford another bite. They'll always ask for 2 things and then give you something. Alright, a blood donation, 800 Maka. That's good. Like, you get a lot of money here in the Mala network. Oh, you're out of MP, but MC has the healing now. Not planning to fight anything. There's the heal and save room in there, by the way, but I'm going to hit them up on the way back. I'll explain why once I describe the path through here. So you get the life stones and then go left 3 times. Again, this tripwire to load the next area is a flat plane, so I guess you want to hit it from the inside. See how I spawned in the middle even though I hit it from the left side. Make sure you press triangle right away once you hit the door, because like that text box that says you can hear a voice comes up pretty much right away. Much more noticeable in PS2. Another nice cutscene to sit through. Shikigami ends up being a great companion for the run on normal. Gets to learn all of its abilities. So then you go straight ahead to get wrong warp back to the middle. You can like press down, and before you can even fully turn around, you're allowed to open the door. Okay, now go in here and heal. There I go with the Dark Souls claw again to hold triangle while mashing confirm. Oh, one more chance here. The item you requested. Aw. Well, Mazio Rock is still nice. It's good to have one versus Yaxini. You get one in the courtyard in SMC, Shinjuku Medical Center, but if you skipped it to try to go fast, then you'll probably get a Mazio Rock in the Amala network. You shouldn't have to worry about it. You could just like chuck Ice Breath and then be fine. Oh, you gotta watch all 3 of these staircases disappear now. Other reason why I saved there. In case my pathing isn't good enough and I get to the mystical chest late at like falling 7/8 or something, and I open it and I get the 1 in 8 whammy, get life stone instead of bead chain, then I can hit load and then I'm the closest possible striking distance to try again. That's why I like to save after coming back. Once again, you go left and then right. Oh. Eros is a real pest. Has resist magic. I don't want to give him a chakra drop. He may give me a suboptimal thing. What I'm looking for is a Megiddo Rock to do the very nice quick kill on Spectre 1. I guess if I don't get it, then I get to show off the reliable strat. Basically with the Megiddo Rock, you spread out your attacks instead to take them all out equally. Then you use the Mazan Rock at the end of turn 2, and then open turn 3 with the Megiddo Rock while working on Raccoondas. Yeah, you like build up as much Raccoonda as you can while preparing that. And then turn 3 you go Megiddo Rock and then try to clean them up down to 1. Okay, right, I like marching with Kodama out here for this reason. You get that wind weakness online. Also very good if Corone Zone appears. Even though there's 2 of them left... Oh, there we go, I got interrupted. That can happen if you're negotiating and multiple demons are alive. I say it's still worth to go for it, though. Oh, fine, I'll talk to you. Oh, it's not a specific demon who, like, has a grudge with, like, you can't talk to us in a group. It's more like, it just happens sometimes. Oh, I hit dismiss. Well, whatever, you don't need experience anyway. Oh, here we go. I got rid of one of them, so... that should get me the other one, guaranteed. Just pass all the way around. There we go. Also remember that negotiating won't work during full o'clock. Okay, cool. Oh, I also got a negate. That doesn't matter, though. Okay, again, anomaly. Hold triangle as the door is opening to hit that first text box as soon as you can. Nice long cutscene of all the stairs getting fixed. Including the bead chain that has to be grabbed. Luckily, normal mode is normal mode. Nothing to fear.
Looks like it.
Alright, and you just pretty much always go straight and left. You'll get to the bead chain. Again, for tripwires, just try to hit them. They're like a flat line here. Shave this corner. I'm trying to keep my pathing good, because I've gone into a Mullen network a little bit later. Just keep going left and straight. This is pure detour, though, for hard mode categories, I think. But in normal mode, I think you need this. Also, in normal mode, you get to run away. Only want to mess with elements to pester them. Even if you don't get Megiddo Rock, you can also get opals, which you can use to trade for an attack mirror early. Oops. That's not what I wanted to do. And a lifestone. The funds that you requested. Should have been able to chat to both. I just like hit the wrong buttons. Press square to pass, then go over here. And 1 lifestone. Mazio Rock. Mazio Rocks do less damage than the Mazan Rock does, by the way. So like, getting multiple Mazio Rocks is not a big deal. The encounters in this room specifically are usually bad, with like Corone Zone in them, or multiple arrows. It's usually better to spin outside, but it looks like I got here just in time. Then to go out of here, you go straight, right, left. But this is the hallway we already walked through, like coming back. Oh, it's full o'clock, so I'm just gonna try to run. But, oh weird, this stay where you are comes up sooner on HD. Maybe that's a time save in a way. Yeah, your chance to retreat is much lower during full o'clock, but I'm just gonna keep trying it anyway. I don't really have another option. I guess I could fight. I had Kodama out for Zan. I don't need the experience though. Like I said, I'm trying to stay under-leveled, because I want to not hit level 10 for memes. Level 10 is the lowest level you can learn Berserk, but otherwise your next goal is to learn mana bonus at level 11. There's a heal room over here. I don't think I need it, but I'm gonna hit it anyway. I do like to save before Spectre 1. Actually, there's one more encounter. Let me hash that out. We gotta do some big spins and... oh no, I'm not bothering with this. Oh well. We gotta spin around outside until Rising 2. After we get out of Ginza, so, you know, taking extra steps, messing with Moonclock really doesn't matter right now. You have, like, I think 10 cycles of leniency. Oh, okay. So before going in here, you don't fight this with Kodama, heck no. Put on Shiranui. You need that fire immunity, or you will get owned. Yeah. You kill me, huh? You're not a friends! Spectre has resist magic, so it can be hard to do this OTK. Alright, so what you want to do is just a Secunda. You also just want to get one of them down. So just go attack, attack. Do 1 Secunda. And again, you can pass with Pixie for more damage. Well, these Spectres have about 150 HP, I think. You just need to be able to kill one by the end of turn 3, which is pretty easy. You could get it done by the end of... Oh, and... Oh yeah, we don't need more. Oh, also, I should heal. Make sure you stay healed. You got Pixie for that too, by the way. They're picking on Pixie! Alright, one down. Don't have to do anything else, there's no way... Even if I got rid of a second one somehow, the Unified Spectre would be the same strength. I think 4-5, 2-3, and yeah, those are like the 2 different strengths of Spectre. But if all 6 combine, you just lose. Wait, that's on hard mode. On normal, you could maybe do it. But like, it's, you know, you have to try to not kill one. You know, all I did was just like attack. Alright, so again, I'm just gonna use MC as healer and work on debuffing this combined one. If you want to attack, Quapo hits harder than Funky Kong and MC. Okay, no need to heal, nice. Okay, and now that Pixie's MP is spent, I'm going to switch her out for Willy. Willy has resist physical, so he'll be fine versus Spectre's Foul Havoc attack. Just gotta watch out for that fire damage. Wow, 4 dodges through 2 Secundas. I love normal mode. Alright, and once we got Willy out, just go get him. Lunge optional, longer animation, probably not worth it though. But, you know, moral support for Willy. Shrew! Also, I get to say my favorite word, lunge, more. Oh yeah, this warning message means he's at like a third or less HP, I think. This Combined Spectre is squishier than you might think. Just make sure you get Willy out in time. This is very important 600 experience, so Willy can get Makakaja. Nice early source of that. And look at that. I didn't hit level 10. Perfect. Oh yeah, don't let demons change skills. You may be disappointed. More disappointed than they look. Oh, good. Good demon message. That's a very good Spectre fight. Okay. Yeah, this is the earliest possible way to get Makakaja. Very nice to have early as, like, greater means of boosting attack. And once again, Pixie just does not need experience. I don't know why I bothered to heal. You can go heal in here to save pennies if you want. I think it just takes longer physically, though, than just using the heal fountain in Ginza. But like I said, we have time to kill. Oh yeah. Shiranui did a Quake for that level up. The argument could be made to, like, deny that, because Shiranui can give you +1 agility sometimes. Actually, I think I like getting +1 agility, though, because it makes it easier to set up a nice turn order for Matador, usually. You want to try to set up MC going third, usually, and you'll probably need +1 agility to catch up to Shikigami. And you usually have enough stat points by the end that you can afford to level up agility early. It seems like Magic kind of has diminishing returns in terms of stat payoff. Like, it's really good having like 20 or 25 Magic, but getting up to like 30 and then 40 doesn't feel that much stronger. MC's still going to do your crushing S damage with Tornado and Force Boost, and it'll be true for almost all of the run, but we're a ways off from that. That's going to be done by like level 23.
I am
24. Ose will kind of be like the the test versus the battle station.
Young view.
Young Funky Kong. The flow of Amala is too funky for you to withstand.
However,
The flow of Magatsuhi here in the deepest reaches of Amala. Funky Kong, take this plane ticket. It will lead you when you are lost in your quest for power. Alright, one more recruit needed for the run. It is Jack Frost. So if we see him, try to get the recruit, but it's likely, pretty unlikely to see one. So I never saved there. I mean, I just saved right before Spectre 1. The next save point is I'd much rather save there, because that's where things are actually more dangerous. This is a short walk from here to our next save point. Don't worry about it. Make sure to grab this repulse bell from this room. You may need it soon. Gonna attack Shikigami. Give me a good thing. Oh. Oh, I don't get the nice free gift? What do you want then? I don't need life stones. Money's nice. Datsueba gives a chakra pot. Sometimes. And it's really helpful if you get it. Chatterskull's pretty annoying. If Chatterskull hasn't taken damage, it'll always use Secunda. Okay, that stun gaze is pretty annoying. Stun basically makes it so you have 0 agility. Like, you just always miss. Here we go. There's no reason to ever use Berserk, unless you're, like, out of MP. Oh yeah, I can't let Pixie transform to get rid of that stun. I think I can just pass with her all day. Oh yes. Okay. I got Berserk. Why would I use Berserk when I can use Ice Breath with this humongous magic stat? Like I said, it's just for memes. You might use it when doing the Azora grind pretty soon when out of MP, but how did you run out of MP? That shouldn't happen. Speaking of that, okay, 5 chakra drops. That's like, good medium amount. 9 is like, that's great. That's gravy. Again, I'm gonna watch the radar here. Just go in and out. Lots of time to kill. Gonna head into this place at Rising 2. You can enter earlier if you want, because there's a cube with 2 Mahama rocks in it. That's not really a viable strat in normal mode, though. MC should just be busy using your 2 Tetraja rocks and Heat Wave. Don't really need to throw Mahama rocks in the mix. They won't help you. Good to know about if you want to try hard mode, maybe. Because in hard mode, you'll be a higher level and can just beseech Dees to cast Tetraja for you. Alright, I'll go in at Rising 2. This is what it should look like. I'm gonna get this muscle drink. I will also talk about muscle drink strats, even though I won't actually do them. How about that? On HD, I can basically do best of both worlds stuff. Yeah, I like to save in Harumi Warehouse here. Chatterskulls can use Last Resort, and Sudama can use Kamikaze. Or sometimes Sudamas will just go first, use a bunch of Makakaja and then Maza on you. It's fun. So that's why I like to save at Harumi Warehouse. You just gotta survive that short walk. Maybe if you fight angels you may get hit by Hama, but you shouldn't need to take fights outside in that short walk. And you can also, like, do encounter canceling by jumping into the warehouse when your radar turns red. So yeah, not a very big, considerable stretch to, risk post-Spectre 1 defeat. Or maybe you just don't... Maybe you'll just spend 65 seconds, or whatever, to, 15 seconds to heal wherever. Oh, I can't capitalize. Pixie will just miss. Pixie doesn't contribute that much anyway. Very important detail as well, by the way. When Pixie reaches level 6, she'll try to transform, and you have to deny it. Because Pixie is used in the only recipe in the game that can fuse Preda. The only way to fuse Preda is to combine Pixie and Will-O-Wisp. So that was kind of the reason for recruiting Will-O-Wisp early on. Also, Ribarama is like pretty great. It's finally going to get some good use around here. But also just a nice early source of Makakaja. I get to talk about that a little more later when I get closer to Matador. So yeah, High Pixie is a higher level. The way fusion works in this game is it like combines the levels of the materials and then divides it by 2 and then rounds up to the closest demon. And because High Pixie's level 10 and Willie's level 1 or whatever, yeah, base level 1, that results in Corone Zone instead, because that's the level 11 haunt. So yeah, you gotta mash deny to Pixie's level ups pretty much. And I made it. Okay, I got very few encounters on the way there. Usually I'd be level 11 already. So our goal is to kind of reach level 13 and Huapo level 9 in time for Matador. And there's like a couple things that we can work on while doing that. That's kind of what happens once you get here. Pixie's still the best thing I can fight with, you know, having like a healer in battle, or shock status is no joke. Or more importantly, like Pixie, even like normal Pixie with Wing Buffet is not bad. It's free damage. It's going to... Oh yeah, I usually heal in Shibuya. Look at that. She's gonna throw the turn away. Yep. Maybe I should just use that disc stun, huh? You know, I bought 4 of them and I'm not even willing to use them. Even though that's like what they're there for. Let's use it in battle then to intensify. There we go. really run that point home. But yeah, since I like barely spent anything, I guess I'm here a bit early. It should be like falling 1 by the time I'm crossing this water, so it should be a very short Ribarama cycle. Wadatsumi is also really nice to start with, because it gives you that null ice, in case they go first on you and try to use Ice Breath. Okay, yeah, Huapo needs to learn Sexy Gaze for sure. Let it continue. No. Okay. Just double checking. Yeah, I got Wadatsumi on. And again, we're in waist-high water. Remember to hold circle while moving around. Ooh. Check out that Wing Buffet. Wow, she missed. Yeah, Isoras that are at low enough health will use Media, so you should be able to get them in a loop around this point. Might want to use a chakra drop to freshen up MP on my characters here. This grind is going to be going slowly, unless I use. Well, this isn't even like grind really. Like I said, this is more like grab and experience while doing chores. Tarakaja and Shikigami, that's very nice to have, especially before this next boss fight. And I'm out of the water. See how the radar's blue when I'm on land? There's only demons or those evil sea flaps, those Isoras in the watery areas. And here's what you know, moving with while holding circle looks like. You're just always going in a straight line. Well, you can like control your trajectory with the camera, but also you can move in a more angular sort of way by holding circle. Oh yeah, so you want to talk to the gatekeeper first. Then go over here to this ladder. I'm gonna be a little bit ahead of schedule here because I didn't walk over to Shibuya's fountain. I was supposed to do that and I just forgot. Oh. You don't even have to pace around in here. You can pace around on land if you want fewer encounters, but I'm very behind on experience, so I'm going to keep looking. Up next, I want to learn Fast Retreat from Ankh, which will give me nigh guaranteed escape odds. Oh. Do I have a spare life still? Nope. Oh. Oh. Flap. All them Uzoras, 40 experience at a time. So yeah, I think this is the fastest way to move, actually, if you're in water. Very disorienting, I love it. Make sure to get this bead chain in the mystical chest on full o'clock. Kinda low on MP, but I've got a plan. Oh, let me think. Should I show off the Archangel early stuff, or just put experience on arrows so I can have anti-mind on Copa? I guess I have room to, like, have really good skill slots on Copa. Actually, I don't know if I even want to do that. I'd probably just give up Anti-Mind after Big Mizuchi, honestly. Save Muscle Drink for Giri Mikala and Mata. Yeah, that's one fewer Muscle Drink. I guess I can... well, I'm gonna get to buy them anyway. Anyway, I get to go left here. Yeah, I'm talking about Archangel because that's going to be source of Estoma to repel weak encounters. So this one repulse bill I have is like my one use of Estoma early in the game, but the way this is going, it's probably going to still be better. Actually, I'll do it. Chakra drop on Funky Kong. I'll use one of them. Hopefully I don't get too many. I haven't switched Magatama yet. Oh. $120. Yeah, don't change skills, but you can talk to me. Oh, nice Soma droplet. Cool, I got one early anyway. Alright, so I like to learn Fast Retreat before Tarunda. The only place Tarunda